Welcome, everybody, to New Orleans and the iconic Caesars Superdome, the long-term home of the All-State Sugar Bowl, which this year, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see, the number 10 seed in this playoff, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the UCLA Bruins. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. Kickoff team out there, we're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. So NC State's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. Well, the energy of this building crew is just going to pick up as this Sugar Bowl unfolds. As they say in New Orleans, le bon temps roulé. Let the good times roll.
And really one of the more hostile environments, I think, when it comes to bowl games. You know, I've called so many games in here. Think about the history. Going all the way back to 1935, they played the Sugar Bowl right here in New Orleans. I think a lot of people have associated this bowl game with the SEC. But as we've seen since the start of the playoff, teams like Washington, Ohio State, Clemson, among others, have made this trip down here to the Bayou.
They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. NC State comes to the line quickly. Off the play fake on first down. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with the first sack of the game.
Second and long for this offense after the sack. He's escaping the pocket now. He'll be wrapped up on the scramble there, settling for a short gain. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now. They bring the punter onto the field now. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. So UCLA's offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kirk, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
And the game moves the ball to the 20-yard line.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Hey, it's a first down here by this UCLA offense. Nice timing between the quarterback and the receiver to be able to get those yards and keep the sticks moving. Good job also of just feeling the defense's coverage and making a quick decision to get that ball out.
They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Here comes a handoff. He's found some room at the 45. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down.
Good job of picking up some big yards for the first down by UCLA. And Chris, they have had some great backs over the years, and this back's living up to it. Think about Maurice Jones-Drew, Jonathan Franklin, Skip Hicks, Deshaun Foster, and believe it or not, some people forget about this, but Jackie Robinson, known for his days of playing with the Dodgers, he got it started at UCLA as a running back himself.
Looking to pass here on second down. Finds his man. It's Fuller. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Finding some room at the 25. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Bruins. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT makes it 7-0. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. So here comes the Wolfpack offense back out on the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Going for a big play downfield. Pass caught, can he get in? Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, North Carolina State. Well, a touchdown to a wide open man. Kirk, what in the world was going on with the defensive side of it?
What was the defense thinking here? You can't let a player roam free like that. They just completely forgot about him and gifted him a touchdown.
No problem with PAT right down the middle. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Bruins offense is back out on the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. On the run here. Lets it go. That's caught. It's Fuller. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. Gain on the first play moves it to the 43. It'll be first down.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
The pass is dropped incomplete where they had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. Offense facing a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. 7-yard gain sets up a 3rd and 3.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
The Bruins looking to keep this drive rolling. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
What makes a really good counterplay is selling it to the defense. You're going to go one way and then handing it off in the opposite direction. But if you don't sell it, you're just giving the defense more time to see what's going on. They can come up and make the tackle, just like you saw there.
Looking to make a big play downfield. He's got it near the end zone. And he can't quite get in. They get him down at the 1-yard line.
This is really what separates a good running back from a great running back. Instead of just being a check down or a possibility involved in the screen game,
fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, UCLA. Now the important point after attempt. PAT is good. They go up a touchdown, 14-7. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the NC State offense back out onto the field now. Last time out, a 1-play touchdown drive through the air. Can they keep it going here? The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. NC State comes to the line quickly. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
They look to throw it here on second down. It's a short completion to the big tight end. The ball is loose. Ball carrier makes the recovery and also picks up the first down. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
You know, what separates good defenses from great defenses is you're going to give up some catches. But what do you do after the offense makes the reception? Are you giving up much space? Are you giving up yards after the catch? Here, just a really good job by this defense. Yeah, they gave up a reception, but right there to make a nice tackle for a loss.
And tackled after a small pickup there.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, mistake by the quarterback in putting that up in the air, but a great play by the free safety. You know, you sit back and cover 3. The center fielder is the free safety. He's got his eyes on the quarterback, and when that ball is released, he's got to show an athletic ability to be able to go find the football and come down with it for an interception.
And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one. It's UCLA with the lead, Kirk. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. We expect the teams have worked through some of the nerves of this playoff game as we begin the second quarter. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Quarterback drops back. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And he'll be brought down.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
The Bruins pick up enough yardage to move the sticks.
Well, sometimes it's just a backyard brawl, right? I mean, it's 3rd down and short. You trust your back in the line to be able to pick up the first down, and he literally pushes with everything he has, throwing a haymaker there at the finish of that play to pick up the first down.
And the Bruins starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Receiver makes the catch, and the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route, you prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Pulls it in. It's Fuller. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. And they finally stop him down at the 5. Solid gain and then catch and run.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
Trying to create outside the pocket now. And he scores. Touchdown, Bruins. Here's the point after attempt. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. So the NC State offense is back out on the field now. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right side. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. It's a shotgun run call. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. NC State comes to the line quickly. Looking to throw it on first down. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. The tackle is made. It's a short gain, well short of the marker. Linebacker's making some adjustments now. Second down, we're going to throw it. Here's the target, and it's complete. I mean, wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down. This NC State offense is moving quickly down the field.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
On first down, it's play action. Makes a quick catch. They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. The pass rush closing in. Quarterback looking to scramble. Slides to avoid the big hit. Second down after that previous play.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage. That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. NC State has moved into the red zone. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. The pass is intercepted. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. And he steps out of bounds. A solid return and a great play to set up his offense here.
He's just trying to find the hole in his zone coverage. But, as you know, those windows can open and close pretty quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So the timing's got to be just right, or you're going to see an interception like this.
Snags the quick throw. And he's into the end zone easily. But this might be coming back. There's a flag on the field. So that huge scoring play is wiped away by the penalty. Potentially a monumental call in this game. First down here for this offense. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. From the shotgun, drops back. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. They get him down after a short return, but the offensive motor working the 44.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
He bought some time, now lets it go. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Tackle made after the completion. Short completion there. Second down coming up. And he'll set up to throw. Cannot escape, and down he goes. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. That sack sets up a third down play. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Defense able to stop him. It's fourth down now. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. Oh, it landed at the 8-yard line, but a lucky bounce into the end zone for a touchback. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. The Bruins hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Catch made on the right side. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
The quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
First down, looking to throw the ball. He'll take a deep shot here. Receiver left alone, wide open downfield. Touchdown, UCLA. No chance to catch him.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off and hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start with the 25. So here comes the Wolfpack offense back out on the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead or play it safe. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Now, NC State.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. He stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the UCLA offense takes the field. Let's see how the offense plays it here. Not much time remaining if they want to get a chunk play, put him in scoring position before the half. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Here's the throw deep downfield. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. Incomplete. Second down coming up. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Running back grabs it on a screen.
We're in the age of the mobile quarterback, and you saw it right there. The ability to scramble out of the pocket, extend the play, and make passes like that is invaluable to the offense.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. The Bruins will line up to punt it away. He's on to boot it away now. He'll call for the fair catch here. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Punt over the middle. It's Black. And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage. The offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
He makes the grab. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there. And the offense will have a first and goal. So on first down, the field goal unit will come out there trying to get 3 points before the half. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. And here comes the field goal unit onto the field. And it's good.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. And he fields it inside the 15. Refusing to be brought down. The coverage team brings him down in the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. The magnitude and intensity of these playoff matchups is always something special to be a part of. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those first downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one, thanks to two of the best receiving core in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves. That's it for us from our EA Sports Studios in Orlando. Let's head back to Chris and Kirk for the exciting conclusion of this one, where we'll find out who is moving on in the CFP.
And the Bruins offense back out on the field. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Oh, and he misfires just beyond the receiver's grasp.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
After the incompletion, the lineup here for a 3rd and 7. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking to make a play deep downfield. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on. And the Bruins will bring their punt team onto the field. Looking to kick it away for the second time. Running it back, it's Paul. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. Here comes the NC State offense back out onto the field now. It's hard to win these games just kicking field goals. They need to find the end zone here, some urgency. The junior able to bring him down quickly. NC State comes to the line quickly. Play action fake, looking to throw. Finds his target.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down. Out comes the field goal team to give it a shot. This is a long way out. The kicker has good range, but this one is from 58 yards out. And he's got it from 58 yards away. Never in doubt. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
And the UCLA offense back out on the field. They had to punt the ball last time. Now they're looking to add points, build on this lead. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. After the first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 17. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. He's moving out of the pocket now. And he'll wisely throw that one away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
The pocket breaking down. Finds room at the 30. He's got enough for the first down and still going. 4th set of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up for the first down.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself. Picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
Makes a quick grab. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from the first down.
Chris, much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
Looking to pass here on second down. Looking to scramble. Using his legs here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
I really like this call by this offense on second and short. Looking to maybe take a shot downfield. Nobody is open, so instead, he's able to just tuck it, run, and pick up a nice first down.
And he stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
Come up on 3rd down. Solid drive. Defense trying to get off the field here. Receiver makes the grab. And he's brought down just short of the mark for him that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down. The coach decides no field goal attempt. The offense is out there to go for it on 4th down. And he drops back in the gun.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
The Bruins line up on 1st and 10 now. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Single back, takes the handoff. He's got some room. Can he get there? He muscled out of bounds, very close to the goal line.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
1st and goal, handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, it is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
Ball moved back to the 4 for 2nd and goal. He's moving out of the pocket. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down. This defense just cannot get off the field. The long march moves on. Trying to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Trying to run it in, but the defense stops him short of the goal line.
QB just ran out of options. He decides to take matters into his own hands and takes off on that scramble. I thought he might come close to getting into the end zone. Comes up just a little bit short.
Big play for both teams. Can the offense punch it in? 4th and goal from the 2. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins. They're setting out to try the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Now they get set to kick it away. So no return here. He takes in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. So the NC State offense is back out on the field now. The last drive produced 3 points thanks to an excellent long-range field goal. Keeping it on the ground here. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain. NC State comes to the line quickly. Movement here from the tight end. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Eludes the rush. He's got it for a big gain. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. A new set of downs after that completion. Play action here on 1st down. Quick completion to the tight end. Rips off a big gain all the way to the plus 43-yard line. The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And it's intercepted, but out of bounds. So close to a turnover, it's just incomplete. This one is incomplete right in the back corner of the end zone. They're going to run it. It's a nice wrap up there by the junior. And it's UCLA on top here, sitting in a pretty good spot as we wrap up the third quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game stats while we have a chance. All right, here comes the fourth quarter. Everything to play for here. Who is going to stay alive, survive, and advance in the college football playoff? Begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. And it's complete downfield. Touchdown, Wolfpack. This quarterback on fire today. That's another passing strike from this quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ballgame.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. Man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up the coverage, because right now it is not working.
And he takes this from inside the 5. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the UCLA offense is back out on the field. This game just got tighter. The temptation might be to sit on this lead, but we'll see how aggressive they get.
Boy, this guy just keeps playing good football. He's like a bowling ball out there. Gets low pad support, running over top of defenders. Just a gritty runner, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Boy, they're just fundamentally sound. Right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Third down play here out of the shotgun. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up, and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
With the return, it's Paul. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. So, here comes the Wolfpack offense back out on the field. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Not much on that play, brought down short. NC State comes to the line quickly. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down. On third and short, they hand the ball off. And that football is out. A potentially game-changing play, but who's got it? It's a turnover.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
Well, this is where the offensive line can really assert their will and put on the finishing touches to this game. The defense, you can see them. They're breaking little by little right now. You make sure they break completely.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Send the back in motion. Handoff here from the shotgun. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage in the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Big third down play. If they can't get the stop, they have to consider calling a timeout. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Can't get it away. The defense has got him. What a huge stop at this stage of the game. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. The Bruins will line up to punt it away. And this punt heads toward the sideline. Doesn't travel very far. The punt bounces and goes out of bounds, so no chance at a return here. Here comes the NC State offense back out on the field now. They moved it well last time, got across the 50, but then fumbled the football away. Running out of time in the pocket. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
You know, here in the fourth quarter with the lead, and you're the defense, I don't mind giving up some completions. But you can't let these guys get out of bounds and save the clock.
First down, looking to throw the football. Defense is coming after him. And with nobody open, he chooses to just throw it away. So second down after the incompletion. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Oh, and he can't quite come up with it. That would have been huge. Brings up third down. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Back to throw again. And the clock winding down. They'll take a deep shot. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, North Carolina State.
Chris, how fitting that this offense finds a way to score a touchdown late in the game. They've been doing it all year long, and a big reason that they're here in the postseason. Now, you always practice the two-point plays, right? Now, you better pick your best one and deliver to tie this game up.
On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. And he doesn't make it. Stop short, and the defense preserving a two-point lead here. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And the hands team able to recover the football. And the Bruins offense is back out on the field. Can they play keep away here? Just protect this lead in the final 2 minutes. And the broken tackle there produces a solid game. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today.